Imagine leveraging your investments to achieve returns from 30 to 80% per annum, but with a twist. You're diving into the world of decentralized finance, where risks and rewards are amplified. Welcome to the leveraged stand, where every move counts, and understanding the mechanics can mean the difference between substantial gains and significant losses. Let's explore how borrowing and lending on decentralized platforms can maximize your returns. But beware, the stakes are high and the risks are real. What is this method? The point is that when you and I receive, for example, Ethereum in exchange for Steth staked Ethereum, and this staked Ethereum is a separate Steth coin, it is traded separately on the exchange, and we can borrow other coins against it. See, on these platforms like Aave, on a decentralized platform, in addition to being able to post our coins, invest them, freeze them, we can also borrow coins. But in order for this debt to be available to us, right here, you see, it's written to us that you must first put your money into the staking. That is, we have to put some money in first so that we can borrow something else against that money. Let's say, for example, I put in $300. I confirm the transaction in MetaMask. All of us here have deposited $300. That is, we have deposited them. Now we're getting 4.5% interest on those dollars. And here it says that our position is this much. We can always withdraw them, press the button, and withdraw them back to our wallet. But we have loans immediately available. In loans, we can borrow money at a certain interest rate. Here, for example, as you can see, the interest on loans is higher than the interest on deposits. Naturally, just like in a bank, you deposit at a lower interest rate and you borrow at a higher interest rate. So that's essentially how we're going to make money. The 4.5% comes from where people right here are borrowing. But if we're borrowing dollars, we're borrowing them at 6%. And if we borrow, for example, Bitcoin or Ethereum, these coins will have a much lower interest rate. This is an annual percentage, how much we will have to pay. But we will have to pay 0.38% in Bitcoin. It's very little, but it will be in Bitcoins. We will have to pay. So if Bitcoin grows, then in dollar terms, accordingly, that percentage will grow for us as well. If I invest $300 now, and for example, I click here, that is to borrow, then at most, look, I will be able to borrow $222, not $300. $300 I put in, $222 I borrow. The rest of the money stays here as collateral. That is, I can borrow a certain percentage of the amount I put in here. While on USDT, it's not really clear what this is for. On other coins, it becomes much clearer. For example, if we put 300 USDT here, and then we went and borrowed, for example, Bitcoin. We borrowed this amount of Bitcoin for $222 as well. That is, 70 of our dollars are left here. This protocol, this project as a kind of collateral, and that we will return this money. And for example, Bitcoin began to grow in value and doubled in value. The $220 that we borrowed turned into $440, and we only pledged $30 as collateral. So the protocol will be forced to take our money, but he can only take our $300. The rest is in our wallet. That is why we need this money, $70, so that the protocol can liquidate you at the right moment, not immediately. If Bitcoin starts to grow a little bit, your position is not liquidated. You see, when your money will not be enough, this is your collateral in order to provide what the amount of assets you borrowed is worth. Then your position will be liquidated. This money will be taken away from you. But you will not lose much from this because the assets you borrowed will grow in value. That is, no one should remain at a loss here. However, you will be liquidated a little earlier than the Bitcoin price reaches $300, which you borrowed, in my example, because you need a small reserve so that if there is a big jump in price, then the protocol Aave did not remain at a loss. Ready to dive into the world of decentralized finance and maximize your returns? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated with more insights, strategies, and everything you need to know about leveraging your investments in the DeFi space. Let's make smart moves and achieve substantial gains together. Subscribe now.